Hey everybody, it is Saturday morning and I hope this camera doesn't move too much. Alright, it's not bothering me, I'm just driving a little ways. So I'm going to go to the store and just get a few things. I have a prescription I've got to get out of the pharmacy, and then I'm going to pick up a few things. One of them being Canadian bacon. So this morning, my sweet hubby was making breakfast for the boys, and he asked me if I wanted anything, and I'm like, no, just, well, a couple of eggs, one egg with some egg whites, and then I'll come down and get my cereal together. Anyway, so then I came downstairs, and I saw that he was cooking up the Canadian bacon, like almost like the whole package that I bought for the kids. And I looked at it and I thought, because I bought the Canadian bacon because it was lower in points, right? And so I'm like, okay, that's what I'll have. And I have regular bacon that I know everybody likes, and I have ham steaks that I know that the kids would like. Now, but those are like higher in points for less. And so I was going to have the Canadian bacon and throughout the week. And when I looked and I thought, well, it's just about gone. I think there was like one slice left. And I looked at it and some things in my mind were going, and I thought at first, my first instinct was to say, oh, I bought this because, let me explain the points and you can get more for less. And so it's like a really good WW food for my plan. But then I stopped and I thought, no, I don't want to do that because, let me see if I can move this a little bit. Because when I was a kid, I have to explain this. My dad, he planted a garden. Mind you, we weren't hard up for vegetables and things like that. We had like a whole acre of garden with some land and so we had tons of vegetables to grow, there, and we didn't lack in that. But my dad would go on these diets and from time to time, and then he'd come home with a bag of apples. And kids like sweet things. I thought, ooh, apples. And my dad would say, and my dad has a real sweet tooth too. Now he battles type 2 diabetes. But back then what he would say is he'd say, these apples are my diet food. So I don't want anybody else to touch these apples. And I thought, okay, but shouldn't we be eating apples too, right? And I don't know why he didn't buy 2 bags of apples, one for us and one for him. But anyway, in his mind, because later on when it was just him and my mom living together, my mom really didn't do so well on diets, and my mom had a big sweet tooth. She never had any diabetic type problems, but my mom really loved her sweets, and she'd eat anything. She never really had a problem with oh, I can only eat this, I can only eat that, maybe a couple things, but she was pretty flexible. So my dad would buy some things like that around my mom, and he'd still have that mindset, now this is my diet food, I need to have this for myself, because in his mind he would say, well, you eat everything, so you can't really have this too. I don't eat everything, so I'm just gonna have this for myself. And it kind of caused this division. I don't think she liked it. She didn't like that she wasn't welcome to everything that he had, and because he was most certainly welcome to everything that she had. And so I thought, all this goes through my mind when I was looking at the Canadian bacon package empty, laying there. And so, yeah, instead of saying something about it, I thought, you know what, Kat? No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy a bigger package of Canadian bacon, because obviously everybody likes it. And that way we can all enjoy it. And if I'm on a healthier diet, then my family needs to be on a healthier diet, especially if they want to be, right? If they want to be on a healthier diet, have at it. right? I should have enough for everybody. That sound that you hear, that flapping sound, there's like a little piece of rubber that is like, it tore off of the inside door part. Now it's like, when I go down the road, I keep forgetting to like cut it off or something. I hear this noise and it's like someone's like banging to get into my car. Anyway, that's that sound. So I won't stay on much longer here because I don't want to irritate everybody. Anyway, I thought I'd give you that Canadian bacon story. But, oh, also, I wanted to give you a real quick update. Last night, we went to the Italian restaurant for our party, Christmas party. And it was great. The food's always that sound. I'm sorry. I'm going to be slowing down here in a second. And then it stops. I got to take that off. So anyway, the food was really good. Very fatty. Very rich. The service, not so great. And it's usually not so bad. But I didn't realize that the waiter that we usually get is very much a snob. And so he acted that way last night. And I didn't like it. I didn't much care for his attitude. But hubby and I are considering maybe not going back just because of the attitude stuff. But the food was really good. And the company was amazing. We loved the people that we had dinner with. And so it was all good. But I did bank. I ended up banking like 53 weeklies this week. And so plus I had like, I don't know, 17 left or something yesterday. So with that, coupled with that, I ended up using like, I don't know, it was like 38 or something like that, or 41. I think it was like 38. And which was a lot, you know, for a night. But I wanted the gnocchi, the potato gnocchi, but they were out, so I ended up going with the ravioli because I figured they would only have like a few raviolis in a dish, which they usually do that. But they had, and it came with these probably like 8 to 10 rather large raviolis, and they were stuffed with cheese, and they had an Alfredo sauce on it. So it was absolutely amazing. A lot of lactose problems. I did have 2 very small pieces of French bread. They had like a cheese board that I picked out a little bit, and what else? Afterward, hubby and I split a piece of chocolate cake. That was the only like non-cream thing that was on the menu. And then I couldn't finish it because it was like way too chocolatey, if that's possible. It was just really, really chocolatey and really rich because I haven't been eating that way all week. So it was kind of like, I'm done, you know. And I'm really happy to get back to a lighter fare today. So there you have it. All right, guys. I am back to my 21 points today and happy to do so. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye. Christmas light time tonight, and I've made everybody some hot chocolate and some very low point banana bread. My hot chocolate is 1 point, and I believe the banana bread is like 2 points.